Hello, hello everyone. Welcome in. So today we are having Shandy. She is a productivity coach who work with primarily female solopreneur to take their business consistently, but also with make time for themselves and self-care. And hopefully that she will be joining us soon. Oh, there she is. Mm.
Hi!
Hello. Oh my God. I know it's kind of late over at your time, isn't it?
Yes, it's 5 minutes past 10:30, but it's fine because I was doing my daily IG stories.
All right, no problem then. So why don't you just introduce yourself and tell, us all what you do?
Hi, I'm Shandy. I'm a productivity coach for women solopreneurs with never-ending to-do list. So I help them with one, get more important things done, and also to help
Mhm.
them create time for self-care. Because the thing about solopreneurs is that we wear many different hats. We are the admin lady, we are
Mhm.
like the operations guy, we're the logistic
Mhm.
guy, and we are like the business department, the finance department, everything. So it's really important to really get clear on what you need to focus on. And those things that you focused on are actually the things that you need to complete. And because of that, when you have focus, you will definitely have time for self-care. And I just want to add, thank you so much for having me here today.
Well, no problem. Thank you for coming. We're just gonna have a fun life. So you said you're a productivity coach. So help us define, what productivity is to you, because obviously my a lot of my audience is entrepreneurs, but some of them might be students, and but both still need, a lot of, coaching on productivity. So how would you define that?
Well, a lot of there's many different definitions out there on productivity, but I
Mm-hmm.
think in general, productivity, whether you're like a student, some of your audience is student, or whether you're
Mm-hmm.
like entrepreneurs like us,
Mm-hmm.
they define productivity as the most effective way to achieve the result. So
Mm-hmm.
for both of our case, it's more of like
Mm-hmm.
achieving our business or revenue goals. So they
Uh-huh.
would define it as the most effective way to achieve our business goals. But for
Okay.
me, I from a personal experience, because I burned out from overworking because I was just all over the place. I have no
Mm-hmm.
focus. So
Oh.
my definition would be to the audience would be productivity is all about focusing what's important, getting
Mm-hmm.
that important things done to achieve your goals.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. It's that simple.
That's
Focus on
it.
the important things and complete that. That's it.
That's Yeah, that sounds great, but how do we go about focusing? Because we've heard a lot, about balancing our time. Do you do this first and then you do that? So how do you think about that notion to achieve product to be productive?
Okay. I am assuming everyone has a to-do list here
Yeah,
in a way,
let's do
in
that.
some form or another, whether it's on the
Mm-hmm.
phone or on a notebook. So the best way to start to be productive, is to identify what are the important things that you have to do.
Uh-huh.
For a start, to have an overview,
Mm-hmm.
what are the important things that you have to do within a week, and then you try to divide it
Uh,
between like divide it between if you're operating on a 4 working day, or if you're operating on a 3 working day or 5 working day. Just try to
oh.
like have a equal, split them equally among the number of working days that you have, so that you don't go into this like madness of cramping trying to finish 5 important tasks within one day, which is just crazy. That's not the whole point. Is to first identify the important things that you have to do, so that
Mm-hmm.
every time you complete one, you're one step closer to achieving whatever that you wanted to achieve in a very
Oh.
consistent manner, that you don't stress yourself out, you don't overwhelm yourself. So
Yeah,
the
because
best, yeah.
So, so you're telling me like you have different work week because obviously, either students or entrepreneur, I feel like we work 7 days a week.
Yes.
How do you go about, reducing that?
So basically for me, because normally I identify the important things that I have to do for that week. So normally on average I only have 2 to 3 important things that I have to do within a week. So sometimes once I complete these 3 important things that I'm supposed to complete this week, that's it. I can choose to work or I don't choose to work anymore. Does it make sense?
Okay, that
Yeah.
sounds, you know, it sounds a little bit far-fetched, to be honest, because obviously, like it's really hard to narrow down all of your priorities to like, okay, this is my first important thing, or if what if something happened, during the week, then you realize, oh, I missed this. So like say a deadline is coming up and you're still like, oh, so does that mean I need to work an extra day?
Okay, I see what you mean now. Because the thing about the thing here is to answer your question, right? It's a bit far-fetched because we are not used to, like, maybe you are not used to prioritizing only the important things. But actually, when you get the hang of it, you realize that all you have to do is really just the important things. Everything else is just your mind playing tricks on you. Like, oh, I have to like revise A, B, and C because it's just sometimes it could be just an ego thing, or it's just because you just want to revise it because it's not based on your perfect definition. But actually, no
Mm-hmm.
matter how many times you revise version A, B, and C, you're still getting the same result. So why are you even wasting time revising
Uh,
it? You get what I mean?
uh,
So actually that revision is not that important compared to, for example, I know
uh,
you film daily views on
uh-huh.
your speed and your exercise routine. So maybe that is the important thing that you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
So can you see the shift here? Because like that this is important for you. You would really
Uh-huh.
focus your whatever available time and energy on that,
Mm-hmm.
even if so that you won't like distract yourself. Oh, maybe I should do better, maybe I should try this angle, film this. It doesn't matter because you know that this week
Oh.
you're supposed to hit your important target of like maybe
Uh-huh.
appearing every alternate days to show that
Uh-huh.
you're doing speed. Yeah.
All right. Well, we have a lot of our audience joining, and so I'll just ask you one more question, Shandy, and then maybe if the audience they have any questions, just feel free to ask her because she's changing our minds like as we speak because we're talking about
Hi.
only working 4 days a week instead of 7 days, and that's not that's unheard of either when if you're a student or even an entrepreneur because we just have so much stress and deadlines that we need to deal with. And so y'all just need to think and then put your question in the chat if you like. And then I'll just ask her this one last question because this was asked before our live, which is time blocking. How would you, do it consistently and oh my God, it's raining outside, so it's super loud. Like all them cars driving by. So I'm sorry. So let's get back into the question. And so, how do you do time blocking consistently? Because one of our friends here, he tried to do that, and what he ended up doing is like he still failed his to-do list and get mad about it, even though he's still doing time blocking.
Okay. Before I share my answer, I just have a question to ask. It's when like this person, when he does the time blocking, does he do the time blocking for his entire schedule, like for his entire day, or is
Mm.
just blocking out a certain number of hours just to focus on the
I
important
see it
tasks
would be
that
the
he has to
latter. So
complete?
he would just put in his calendar like this to this hour that he needs to do this instead of the whole day. So it's just I think the work dates or whatever he needs to do.
Okay. So that means he doesn't like time block his entire schedule. He just time block that particular hours for that particular task.
Yes.
Okay. So there are many different ways that it can go wrong. Um, but I think okay, before I cover like the common ways how it goes wrong, I just wanna like I just want to shout out to this person because he got the first step of time blocking right. Time blocking is not about splitting your entire day into chunks. Yes, the correct, I mean, I won't say like the correct way, but from my personal experience, when you use time blocking to allocate time and energy for that important thing that you're supposed to do, that is the most effective way to use time blocking. Because because we have limited hours. Like for example, if you're a student or if you're a full-time entrepreneur or part-time job, we always have limited hours within a day. So when you do time blocking just for that important task, which is what he's doing, is correct because you're blocking out that particular time to get it done. So this is where it goes wrong. One, I'm not too sure. Maybe if he's here, I would really like to invite him to DM me. We can just have a very open chat about it because I would really be very interested to know like how it went wrong so that I can give like the correct advice or tips to help him move forward. But one common way it goes wrong for my clients is that they always underestimate the time that they need. They always underestimate the time that they need to complete the task. And then they will come back, and when we start digging deeper, before we start digging deeper, they say, oh, the time blocking doesn't work. Like, even if I time block just for the important time, it doesn't work. What do you, why it doesn't work? You know, I'm always like spilling over. Like, for example, I time block 1 hour, but in the end, it took more than an hour. It took more than an hour and a half. It took 2 hours, 3 hours. Yes, time blocking works. Another thing how time blocking works is because you need to overestimate the time that you need, not underestimate the time. Remember, the whole purpose of time blocking is to block off time so that you have enough time to focus and complete the task. There is really no point in underestimating or overestimating your speed in completing things just to make yourself feel good. Sometimes it could be I don't know, sometimes I notice it could be an ego thing. Oh my god, are we disconnected?
Yes, we are. I'm still got you. It's a bit laggy. Yeah, because as I told you, we have rains outside, and whenever it rains, the internet connection's gonna go down. So yeah, well, thank you for answering that question. Yeah, I've heard about time blocking and sort of because I tried out, but I did it like for the full day, and I'm like, well, that's too much. I'm not doing that. I have other things happening. Like if my cat comes in, I gotta play with her. I'm not gonna. That's my highest priority, not even my work. and so that's a very interesting take on time blocking and productivity overall. So let me check the chat if we have any questions, and then maybe they'll ask you that, and then we'll just be done with this. Okay.
Okay.
So let me see. So did y'all put any question in? I waved at a bunch of people. No questions yet. All right. So I think we are pretty much good for today. Shandy, thank you for, coming on and chatting with us for 15 minutes, just like for fun. And I'll see you soon later in